Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. We are talking all things going live. Appreciate everybody being here. We're going to get started in just a few moments. Appreciate the support. We're going to get started. So I had to come back. So thank you so much for being here. We got a little bit of an interruption, so I wanted to make sure my sound didn't go out and you guys can hear me clearly. So thank you so much for coming in. We are going to talk about how to go live with confidence and ease. I'm going to give you some go live tips. So feel free to come in if you have questions. This is my 10 a.m. live where I talk to you and answer questions on the go live process. So helping you go live streaming tips that I'm going to give to you, especially my beginners in the room. And I usually tell you to take this information and then apply it to how you are going to engage your audience, talk to your target audience, as well as brand and share your solution. So essentially, you're going to connect with your audience in a way that they're going to feel like they can know, like, and trust you, and then ultimately how you are leading them to your solution to get whatever you have available. Um, so thank you all for joining. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully we don't have any interruptions with the sound. And let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer questions as well. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is go live in just a few moments, and we'll connect with others over on the TikTok side. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for sharing, coming in, sharing the live, liking the live, clicking that subscriber button, as well as clicking the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I just recently became a YouTube partner um, creator, so I'm able to then have the shopping cart. You'll see that below. So if you want to click the products, you can definitely click to see what's in my shopping cart. If you have any questions about what I have, feel free to click and see what's there. I also have the ability to have memberships, super chats, super stickers, super thanks, all the different gifting options that are available to creators that are part of the YouTube Partners Program. So that's the first tier of monetization on YouTube. The second tier, and the first tier, you have to have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. So that comes with that particular benefit for being on YouTube and being part of their YouTube Partners Program. The second tier is where you have 1,000, at least 1,000 follow subscribers. That's what they call it here. And then 4,000 watch hours. So those two things, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, meaning people are watching your content, allows you to have AdSense, and you can have ads attached to your content. So that, and essentially you get monetized from the ad revenue. So let me know if there's any questions about that. I don't talk about it as much. I talked about it when I was celebrating getting invited into the program about 2 weeks ago, but now we are here. So if you have questions, I'm happy to talk about it. In the meantime, I am a TikTok Creator Network agency in which I support creators with going live on TikTok in particular daily. And it's a free program because TikTok pays creators. They take a percentage out of all the interaction that happens in that live stream. And when you have an agency, TikTok will use their portion to pay the agency. So that's how the program works. And so essentially, I help creators go live and help them monetize and increase their monetization as well as build their live stream channel. And then ultimately, when they grow, they win, TikTok wins, the agency wins. So that's what it's all about. So just know that's the program, and you're welcome to join if you're going to be an active creator on TikTok. If you have questions, let me know. In the meantime, make sure you like the live. If you're sitting here now, just go ahead and click that like button, and then also click the subscriber button and the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. And I am going to go live now on TikTok. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have questions. You'll see real time how I start my live on TikTok. And I am going to go live right now so that I can connect with folks. I got people messaging me already. So let me get going, guys. So I just got a message from one of my creators like, hey, are you going live today? Because I'm usually a few minutes late. So I got to get over there before they're all off, and they're like, what happened to her? So I'm going to get started in just a moment. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like the live if you're listening, and go ahead and click that subscriber button if you haven't done so already. and we're going to get started. I usually have to get my phone set up. All right. TikTok Live, TikTok Live. We are talking all things going live, how to go live on TikTok. Do you want to go live? Come in if you are trying to go live with confidence and ease. If you are a beginner and you want to go live, so come on in. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We're talking about how to go live. We're giving live stream tips. So welcome, come on in, friends. Let me know if you have any questions, all right? We're talking about how to go live. So we are doing live streaming tips as we go live with confidence and ease. How you doing? How you doing, Mrs. Ernesty? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for joining. You're one of my first people coming into the live. I'm just getting started. Feel free to like the live. We're gonna have, I guess, a slow day. Hey, favorite, how are you, friend? How's everything going? Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. How's everything been, friend? Welcome to the room. Hopefully you're doing well. Are you guys still moving? I always think about you with moving plans. Let me know. Is that part of what's on the radar too? D the Queen, welcome to the room. Moo, thank you so much. Good morning, coming in, friends. Thank you all for coming in. If you guys don't mind, hey Miss Vicky, I saw your message. I was like, let me go to. I gotta go YouTube. I gotta go. Yeah, great. Yes, I am. Oh, all right. It's happening. All right. Thank you all for coming in. If you guys don't mind liking the live, we're gonna try to see if we can crush this goal of 10K likes. That's when you tap the screen in 10 minutes. Look at you, level 15. Coming on in, Dr. Erica, Dr. Michelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Others coming into the room. Let's see if we can crush this live goal and get 10K likes. That's the hearts on the side in 10 minutes. That's something we're actively trying to do. I've been doing this as kind of a warm-up activity for the room. I call it how you activate your room. KJ, thank you so much for being here. I talk about that as a way to get more people engaged in that the goal of liking your live, because TikTok sees that engagement early on, and obviously it brings more visibility and support to the room. So if you guys don't mind coming in and liking, it's a little sluggish this morning, it seems like. So we'll see how this goes. We just hit 620, almost 650. So we're gonna see. It's been 2 minutes and we're not at the 1,000 mark yet. So I'm a little concerned, but we're gonna make it happen. All right. Appreciate it. Bridget, thank you so much for coming in. So that is something I've been telling creators in the beginning. I know sometimes you want to start your topic, you want to get going. I think that warm up, that activation is necessary so that the algorithm kind of responds to that early engagement. So I say my keywords. We're talking about going live. I'm doing beginner tips on how to go live with confidence and ease. I say that early. You could be a person, you guys know, just I don't play music. How you doing, Denise? Hey, Charmaine, Char, how you doing, friend? Hello, Goddess, I see you as well. What if your attendance is low? Well, friend, my friend is with me. So my friend is with me, and and so I'm doing a little bit of the support with my friend. It's the agency account, my other phone, my other tapping device. So we working together because I'm loving on myself. So I would encourage you to have something, just something. Yep, I always have my friend too. I know. We have friends. We have friends. Hey, Natty Nat. I think that's important. So I say my keywords. Yes, I definitely do that as well. Yeah. So just see if you can get there. I don't say you're gonna always get there. TikTok's acting a little funny even because I don't know if any of these taps are my friend. Because when I first came in, it wasn't showing it. So it may be you guys loving on the live. And so just know what I've noticed is that early activation is helping. It takes time. Good morning, Eddie. It takes a little time for you to start seeing the response from it, but keep that going early in the live. So if you can get 10K likes, so we're almost at 3K. Let's see if we can get it. And it's been 4 minutes. And so if you can get that in those first 10 minutes, I would do it. A lot of people play music. I don't play music because I'm using my YouTube as another streaming source. So I'm streaming over there. YouTube does not like music. It'll mute out your live stream once you download it. So if I had the live stream and I immediately downloaded it, I would have to remove the music. So I don't have that as an option right now. So I don't play music. but you can play it on TikTok. So a lot of people use that as kind of little early energizer. You're having your music playing. You're saying, hey guys, let's connect. Let's like the live. Let's do all the things. And you'll see people do that as an early energizer to their live before they start the conversation. Okay, so keep that in mind. You said you do that. Yep. Hello, hey Wendy. Um, and so that's important if you try to get that to kind of get things activated. Yep, I do the book as my second, and when I stream, I start on TikTok with music. Yep, you do the the book, the FB. I said the book. Took me a second to process. So yes, so that's actually a great idea. So just know that music is helpful. Music is another way you can do it. It's like, who is the book? But keep that in mind. So we're doing that. We're almost at 5K, friends. My lives have been getting more people since I started warming up the live. Yep. You got to do that warm up. Thank you all for coming in. We're 5 minutes in, 5.6K. We're catching up. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm struggling going live alone. I can drop into others with no problem. Moo moo. Okay, have you gone live alone? Have you never done it? Is it something you tried at least once, or have you done those first 3 lives? Let me know, friend. We'll talk about just some things you can do in those early lives. Again, it's all about repetition. I'm going to be honest with you. As you do it more, it gets easier. Okay? As you do it more, it gets easier. I tried it yesterday for about 30 minutes. Okay, that's good. That was your first time? That's good. And again, I saw Dr. Erica. She said, "Are you face forward, faceless?" I guess it depends on what you're doing, in terms of how you're trying to present information and who you're talking to. My fingers is getting fast for clicking, clicking for you. For you might want to invest in a little bit of help. We'll talk about that because I mean, as you do the live streaming experience, you will need some help. I'm gonna say that that's not a bad idea, especially if you start becoming a live host. If you have your other device, you have this, you can set it to the side and do what it needs to do. You said, how do you set up gift coins? Winnie, okay, you're in the right room, friend. You're gonna click the gift box below. There is an area that says recharge. You can recharge in the app, or you can go to the website. The website is www.tiktok.com, the forward slash symbol, that little dash slash symbol, coin, COIN. If you go up here, right here in this area, you can swipe these messages. Hopefully it's that way for you on your screen. But this is where TikTok has its ads, and one of the ads is for coins. It says save, and you'll see some gold coins. That's where it's at. So that's another place to go. You said, I'm afraid to do it too. Are you really, friend? Sanise, you are afraid to go live. Okay, we're going to talk about some of the fear. How do you know? How do you know restrictions? If you get a restriction, TikTok is going to give you a message in the middle of your screen when you're live, and you can swipe. There's a little house, or you can swipe from right to left, and it'll show you the real-time performance. That restriction is going to be in red. I tell people all the time, read the restriction, kind of read through what they said you did, because it's right there for you. You'll hear what the restriction is, or you'll know what the restriction is for, but also you should have the option to appeal it. Always click appeal. And in most cases, I tell people to click the first appeal option, which is, I don't know why I got this. So then you can say, I don't know why you got it. Even if you do know, don't admit it initially, because TikTok is like, oh, okay, first time offender. They usually approve your appeal. So just know that's kind of a workaround, but always appeal it. All right. On camera, I don't know how to turn off camera or even change it. What do you mean, like switch the direction? So you look at, like right now, you guys are looking at me. If you want to look at behind my camera, my back camera, there's 3 dots in the corner. You can click that. We hit 10K, y'all. What time is it? It is 9 minutes. We did it in less than 10 minutes, y'all. I looked up, I was like, did we hit it? So we're gonna keep tapping. So yeah, 3 corners, it says flip camera, the 3 dots in the corner, I'm sorry. When you're live, you don't see it now, you see an arrow. We're gonna talk about that arrow now. Hey Flourish, hey friend who hit 10K followers. The queen of the day. Welcome to the room, friend. She hit 10K followers, you all. I'm so proud of her. 10K, okay? So that is huge as you are in this TikTok streets. And something she pointed out, I'm going to say this to you all, because you can go to those grow rooms. We know you can do that. That's the thing that's here. You can go to those other rooms that are not necessarily related to your topic or what you're doing in your live stream. You could do that. You absolutely could. She did it primarily as a live host. Those 10,000 followers came to her live, saw her, got to know, like, and trust her, and clicked either follow or her daily heart me, and essentially became a follower. So those are truly organic follows, people who are also interested in her plants and they are there for her. So I'm just saying that is how you want to do it. That is actually how you want to do it. So very proud of you, friend. Keep doing your thing. Um, Doc has the wireless one in her showcase. Yes, I do have the wireless one. I have the corded one. Thank you so much, baby. Appreciate your friend. I do have the cordless one, the wireless one here. I didn't use it. It seemed like it was not. It needs to be charged. It's time to charge it, so I didn't use it. So I was like, let me put the charging one on there. I could have had it on the cord, using it, but I didn't like the way it was skipping around. Let's see. Look at the comments that are on fire this morning. I see. That's it, friend. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Mama Karen. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. I appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. Good morning. Good morning. How to pin messages in live. When you see someone's message, you can actually touch the words to pin them. So that's how you get a pop-up and it says pin comment. Yes, that's the best way to do it. It is, Natty Nat. That is the best way. Natty Nat, that's the same for you, friend. I know you had hit your 10K last fall, and she is still growing, y'all. And her people come to her room again because they want her tips on how to exercise and all the things. So yes, that's the best way. Absolutely, friend. Let me let me catch up on a few comments. Natty Nat, you about to hit 20K. Wait a minute. Ma'am. I just looked. I was like, oh. Well, look at there. All right. So we're gonna be celebrating in the next couple days. What we doing? What we doing, friend? We need to know what's the plan. You got to keep the energy up, which I have an issue with this week. You got to keep it up, friend. Shara, that is so true. I love the role interest. Look at you. Well deserved, ma'am. Well deserved. Hello, Lady T. Others coming in the room. Goddess is taps for her. It taps for her. Yes. Goddess, yes. The tapper. I'm going back to comments. If I missed any of your comments, I see you, friend. Um, Let me say yes. The tapper is tapping the screen. I'm gonna show it to you guys in real time so you can see it. That's for my newbies in the room. You said I hope so. Yeah, look at there. Thank you so much. How do you set up fan clubs? So Winnie, so you need coins in your account for fan club. So you asked about getting coins. You can go to the website or you can click the gift box below and you can get coins that way. And then with coins, I tell people maybe put $10, $20 on there, just something, just to get started. And that's what those are. Thank you so much for the Daily Heart Me. If you click where it says join, all right. So this is my backup account. It has not become part of the fan club as of yet. It will. This is the agency account, but it's a good example of what you should see. You'll see where it says join, and then you can click that. It says join there, and once you join, you will instantly follow. If it says follow, that means that you haven't followed me. But if it says join, that means you can click there and you'll join the fan club. That little heart message pops up at the top, says join the fan club, and then ultimately what it's doing is allowing you to engage as a fan. Okay, so it'll have messages, a list of tasks that you could do. You can, you know, put a comment in. They want fan club members to be talking and get the chat going. Hey friend, how you doing? Thank you so much. They want you to send the popular gifts. You'll see people sending the populars. You'll see people sending other fan club gifts. You'll see people setting a live notification. All those are points that you can go back and claim. It'll say, always tell you to start here, click here when you first come in, and then when you get ready to leave, don't leave. Don't leave without clicking here again. Click there to claim your points. Okay, so that's how you level up. And the fan club as a live host. Now I'm putting my live host hat on. This is a powerful tool. This is powerful. I'm going to say this because this is your community. And if you are missing out on maybe tagging those people, they now have the AI feature where it tags it for you, in the sense that you'll have people who come into your room, they're leaving comments, they're saying different things, and TikTok will track that. The AI is tracking that, and then essentially is saying, hey, this person had these questions. This person was curious about how to go live and how to put money on the account and how to join the fan club. And then you can go back and say, well, welcome to my fan club. It even give you suggested questions you can ask that person. So it's a really great resource as a live host. So don't miss out on checking that out for your community. Um, Let me know how you're doing, Travis. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Everyone's doing well. Thank you so much. One and only Shania. Thank you so much, man. I have each account set up as a mod for my other. That's good. That's good. Yeah, the energy, you mentioned that earlier, is so important to keep your energy going. People are looking for you to help support them, help them stay interested and staying in your room too. So you're gonna have to keep your energy up. I still need help with my second account. I cannot pull it up on my second phone. I don't know. Your second account here, you can't add to this phone. I think that's what Coach Jessie was talking about. She was having an issue with previously. Something about the login and stuff. I don't know why that happens. I have no clue, friend. I don't know what to tell you. I would say, oh gosh, I would say maybe make sure you know the password, the email, and the phone number, and see if all that's correct, and see if you can get that to work for you. Sometimes you set up that account with a PIN number. Maybe do that and see if there was a PIN pass that you did it with. Sometimes that's the case. Met you this morning on Flourish. Did you really, Travis? Welcome to the room. I appreciate your Flourish is in the house too. So thank you so much. I need caffeine. You might get you some neural gum, friend. Get you some neural gum. That's sometimes I have to chew it in the afternoon before I go live. I was like, let me get a little boost of caffeine from the neural gum. But it is really good, you all. I'm a gum chewer. Thank you all. Somebody's comment got filtered. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. If you are new to my live, come on in. Appreciate all the support. Y'all laughing at my neural gum. Come on in. Okay, you said that's correct. It might be the PIN number. You set up that account and all you did from your phone was put a PIN, and TikTok's looking for that PIN. I don't know how to do it though. I need more of those honey things. Oh, the honey sticks. The honey sticks too. I like the honey sticks. I have honey sticks over here too. Y'all, I'm so sad. The honey sticks over here. This is my little table with the TikTok shop stuff on it. I've never tried the neural gum. Oh, I love it. The neural gum takes me, it's like a throwback to Big Red. That's what it reminds me of. It's like a throwback, but it's good. I love it. Thank you all for being in. Just got me on those. Thank you, Trisha T, coming into the room. Welcome to the room, my friend. Appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions. I heard you are good. The honey stick. I heard they are good. Yes, the honey sticks are really good. It's a nice little boost as well. All right, friends, we're gonna talk about all things going live. We have some great friends in the room. I was shouting out Flora. She came up yesterday because she had hit 100. I'm sorry, I was about to say 100. We manifesting, aren't we? We manifesting. Not 100K, 10,000, okay? Not 100K, but 10K. She hit 10K in her room yesterday. And what I said is that those were organic leads. So, I mean, those are organic individual that came in her room, organic reach. Because essentially those people came because they were interested in her topic. And the beauty of this, thank you so much, friend. The beauty of this is that those people wanted to hear her message for going live. And what happened, and you guys saw me do it, I kind of sped through it because I wanted to make sure we had hit our numbers. I said you got to warm up your room. You got to say the keywords. Flourish was really good with just seeing what worked and didn't work. And she's a wonderful person in general. But even more so, she was like, you know what? Let me tell other people what I did. And so if you notice how things are operating for other creators, you got to apply some of that stuff. You got to apply it. What I'm going to tell you is that as you're in your early stage of going live, thank you so much, Summer. In your early stages of going live, work on your messages, work on your engagement with your audience, work on your topic, what you're going to talk about. Understand who you're talking to. One of my biggest things I tell creators is that you cannot talk to everyone. Okay, everyone is not for you. As much as you think you want to say, oh, everyone needs my message, everyone wants to hear this, that's not the case. Okay, so just recognize that there is a target audience you're talking to, no matter what your topic is. There is, in your live stream, you are talking to a specific prototype, persona, however you want to call it. You're talking to a specific type of person that wants to hear your message, and you got to be able to relay that message to them. In the meantime, you want to work on that, and you want to work on engaging and connecting with folks, and that's so important. And your room can be popping in with 5 people. It can definitely pop and grow. That's the thing about it. You're definitely starting. You start from the bottom. Now you're here. Okay, so you go start at some point, and then you're gonna grow. All right, because those 5 people will multiply. Keywords. Can you talk about that really quick? Yeah. So in the beginning, Dr. Erica, you came in relatively early in my live today. I think I had just started, but when I first start, and I started off at 3 seconds. When the countdown is happening, I start off and I'm talking slowly, I'm talking intentional, and I'm only saying a few words. If you notice, it's going to be the same words being repeated. I say TikTok live. And the reason why I say TikTok live, because that is a search term for live hosts. So I start off, that's the first thing I say. I say TikTok live, because I'm talking about TikTok live. That's essentially why I'm saying it. So I'm saying the keywords for this live stream. And then I say, want to go live, what's on my board, want to go live streaming tips, teaching you live streaming tips. Come in, I'm giving beginner tips, again on my board, beginner tips, come in. If you're nervous, afraid, or shy or scared to go live, come in. We're talking about how to go live. So that's essentially what I'm saying. I'm saying it slow. I'm saying things about how to go live streaming tips, TikTok live, talking to beginners. And so I'm being very intentional about what I'm saying. I'm not saying a lot of stuff about, I'm going to teach you TikTok shop and I'm going to teach you content. I'm going to talk about, no, I'm not doing all that. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want to confuse the algorithm. I want the algorithm to hear what I'm saying. And then I go through that warm up exercise. And I think that's what you guys saw because I was putting my clip on and stuff. I want to set up a multi guest live. So I hit, if I want to come in with me. Yeah, you could definitely do that. That sounds good. Okay, got it. With focus on the next week. Yeah, focus on the next week and keep going. Keep going. The moral of this story is that even though you start something, don't change. I know we want to switch it up. I know we want to change it up often. Don't do it. If that's anything, this is going to be a test of discipline. This is going to be a test of consistency. It's going to be a test of patience. All right? I think those are the things that I would say is what has helped Flourish. She's a very disciplined and structured person. She is very disciplined and structured. She has to be structured because she's talking about her plans. She has to know what plans she's going to show. She has to kind of know her talking points. And obviously for her, it's easier because her keywords is always going to have the word plan in it. Okay, she's going to talk about plant care. She's talking about plants. All right, household plants in particular, and just know that is something she's able to share and say because she's going to pull up a plant and talk about plant. However, she is being very disciplined about her warm up, her start for her live stream, and then of course as people are coming in, she's asking for that engagement. So you want to be intentional about what you're doing along the way as well. All right, but I want you guys not to switch it up too much. Okay, if you can if you can stay focused for 30 days and give yourself a 30-day challenge, as much as it may really uh, exhaust you and frustrate you that you can't change things up too much, I want you to stick to something and see if it works. Okay, that's the goal. I want you to stick to something and see if it works, because that's going to be the difference maker, because you're teaching the algorithm who you are and what you're all about. 30-day challenge accepted. You are teaching the algorithm who you are and what it is all about. So let me know. Let me do this. I want to make sure you guys are sharing the live out because we didn't get a chance to do that and my screen flipped. If you don't mind taking The arrow in the corner, that's part of how you warm the room up too. You want to make sure you repost and share the live. You said I want to work on the 30 days now. There we go, Fred. You want to repost, share it out, add it to your story, share it to any friends or groups that you belong to. You can also do what's called a power share. That's where you press the middle of my nose or my glasses, and you can share the live out that way as well. Um, and I'm going to show you guys. I have to be a little bit more intentional about showing. If you press the middle of my screen, a screen pops up, and you can share it out to any of these people. And if you get to the bottom and say there's a person at the bottom that is not in your list and you want to send it to them, you can click that search. You can search their name and share it out. You could search terms, like maybe you're in the crafting crocheting community and you want to connect with people that way. You could do that as well. All right, so share out the live is important also. Thank you all for the follows. I see you coming in. Hello. Hey, Luna. How you doing, friend? Look forward to connecting with you today. Um, and so thank you all for coming in. Diamond, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you all for sharing out the live. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the tiny, tiny check. I think that's just so cute, y'all. So thank you so much, everybody coming in. Let me know if you guys have questions. I want to be intentional about answering questions. My new friends, my returning friends, um, anyone who's new who just came in. I am a Creator Network agency. I do talk about the agency, so I will talk about that shortly. You have to be a live host to join an agency. Just for the record, it's a free program because it's free because TikTok pays you. They pay themselves because they take a percentage, and with their percentage, they pay the agency. And so I'll talk about how you monetize on your TikTok, on your live stream, and TikTok in particular. I am an agency and we'll be live at 12 and 8 p.m. tonight. Love that. Love that. Anyone else? Hold on one second. That was a question from every day. You said, anything else you can do to warm up the room? Well, so I said, did you hear me when I said 10K likes? Do you know the likes in 10 minutes? That's kind of a goal. And and if you can get your room to help activate that, that's so important. And I think you heard me talk a little bit about having your own device, another account, have it help you too. That's helpful. You can definitely do that. You definitely want your early viewers to come in. And some people make it a fun, energizing experience. They have music playing. They're talking about, hey guys, we got to do our quick introductions and our warm up. We're talking, we're tapping. You know, people do all types of things just to get that energy going. You want to be intentional about that in the beginning. I would love to connect with you. I'm also an agency owner. Oh, welcome to the room, friend. Welcome. Definitely inbox me if you want to message me here. Send me an inbox message, or even go to my bio. My email's there too. And so, you definitely want to be active. Okay, you want to be active and activate the room as much as possible. Um, and you heard me talking about sharing. You heard me talking about making sure you say the words that matter. So we're talking about live streaming tips here. So that is something you want to do and try to get your room activated. Okay. People, it's going to go up and down. That's just how this is. People are coming in. TikTok is pushing people in your room early and then it wanes, so that is going to happen. So that's to be expected. But the more you can get your room to be engaged and share in supporting the room, that's most important. I like to say I want to talk to my new people, but because I want to make sure they understand how to do this. And you'll have people sitting in your room and not engaging at all. You got to call them out sometimes. You should. You can click. The beauty of TikTok is you can click to see who's in your room. And then on top of that, I tell people all the time, if you're here on this app, this is not television. Hey Ashley, how you doing, friend? This is not television. The goal here is for you to engage. And so if you're not engaging, you're missing out on the big picture here. And you're missing out on your opportunity to grow. And you're missing out on connecting with people who could potentially be your supporters for your content as well as for your live stream. So you got to engage. So the chat should always be moving. People should always either be sending stickers, sending comments, connecting with one another, answering questions, asking questions. That's how your room ultimately should look. And if you're in a room and you're not doing something, you guys will see me all the time. If I come in your room, I'm either sending stickers, I'm either tapping, because you can't tap and talk at the same time. I'm either tapping, I'm sending stickers, or I'm sending a comment, Oh, I'm getting my daily heart meal. I'm sending gifts. So my point is, I'm doing something because I'm not a bystander. I'm making sure I'm doing something, and you're gonna know that Dr. Lisa came in the room because that's how I do. Okay. So, hey, Holly Q, 1 year sticker. I see your friend. Great tips. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sending the stickers. I appreciate you because that activity is needed. That's needed. So just keep that in mind. My newbies in the room, I always say, if you're new, put new in the chat. Okay, so we can say hi to you. I know that's right. I know that's right. Y'all ain't gonna look at my stats because you know the live hosts can look. Y'all ain't gonna look at my stats and be like, she ain't do nothing. She ain't do nothing. All she got all them zeros. You won't be saying that about me. Uh, Doc, I had a full circle live moment yesterday. What? What happened? Holly Q, what happened, friend? Holly Q has been, she is right now doing her brand ambassadorship. She is a brand ambassador for Okra Water. She is literally, thank you so much, Coach Chantel. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Thank you. Um, is it one more? Let me see. Okay, we good. She's doing that for Okra Water, and she was at the conference. Girl, you were doing your thing yesterday. I was like, oh my god. I said you are setting a standard for all of us because. First of all, she got she has a brand, so she's at. She said, "I hold on 1 second, Flores. Oh, look at your title, gift of other roses. Thank you." I walked the whole conference floor while live yesterday. You did. Halaki, what are you doing? You want to come up real quick, friend? She was literally live at her conference, walking the room, going around to different booths, going to the Okra Water colleagues there, going to different people, asking them what they thought about Okra. I mean, she was a whole correspondent, y'all. She was a whole correspondent. It was so cute, but she was all in and she was the best ambassador ever. Okay. They're sponsoring her podcast. She has a whole partnership, brand partnership with them. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. Okay. I don't want y'all to sit like, I don't want y'all to think small. I don't want y'all to think small about this. There are so many different opportunities that can come your way. You just have to be available. You have to be present. You have to make sure your interest is known. But first of all, you got to go live. So just know there's so many different opportunities. You said TLC. You said, how do you know when you have quality followers? When they engage. Yeah. When they come to your live, when they support, when you also engage in their lives and connect with them. That's going to be so important. That reciprocity is so important. Oh, 400 comments, Shar. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. So all of that is important, you all. I don't want you guys to sit back and think that you can't do this. Um, you said that's what I want to know about podcasting. Oh, go Holly Q. Are you going to do? I don't know if she heard my other comment. Um, Holly Q, let me know if you want to come up. But are you doing your podcast tonight? She does a podcast. She does an info session with both Carol West and Aaron. I don't know Aaron's last name. I can't remember. But Aaron's a colleague of theirs, and they do Black Girl podcasting, and they do that on Fridays. I think 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday evenings. So that is happening tonight. I think it's happening tonight. Hopefully it does. Um, okay, Holly Q, I think she is coming up. Let's see, friend. Hello, hello. Hey, Holly Q.
Hey, Doc.
How you
Hey,
doing?
everybody.
Hey,
Doc,
listen.
I feel like it was a full circle moment yesterday. And forgive my voice, I'm exhausted.
You have something else going on in the background too. Let's see. I was about to say I hear a whole commercial.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That's the little radio show I
Okay.
listen to in the morning about politics because it's so. Doc, first of all, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
You're welcome.
Were it not for the line, I'm not gonna get emotional, but it was a full circle moment. Like I was so, I wasn't afraid to do it because y'all, we do it scared every time we go live. But since August, I think it was August or September of last year, but especially in the new year when you challenged us to start going live every day and to do our best to go live daily. I know that was the thing, and that was the juice that just kind of gave me the confidence to literally walk around with microphones all over the whole like not only for the booth, but the whole floor. And then I didn't think anything could get any more engaging and exciting than just us going live every day, because it is a bit of an, it's an adrenaline rush. You're dealing with your fear. Is anybody going to show up? Are you doing all the things, getting better? But doing it live and and then seeing people be excited to see you. I know I was one of the only people when they might actually walk around live. People from the different booths are like asking you to come, like asking you to come over and following like where you were. And it, for the brand that asked you to do it and go there, then it brings more people to their booth and like, who is that? Like, what is she doing? Why is she asking questions? It was, I was just very proud of myself. And then there were two other brands there that I've had on my secret wish list to, want to do lives for or do things for. I'm not going to say any names, Black Girl Vitamins.
I've heard you talk about it.
But when like Black Girl Vitamins, like it was just a full.
Oh, you connected with them there too?
I'm already a fan, and like I sell a few things for Black Girl Vitamins, like as a part of the Sunshine Report. But no, but their decision maker was there. The woman that makes that. There were two women there. One that is the formulator. The person that comes up with like the thing, like the scientist that comes up with whatever the next thing they're coming out with, and then like the decision maker, like what trade fairs do they go to, and all of that. So I got to. I'm hella cute. Like I'm a huge fan. Like I'm a huge fan of Black Girl Vitamins. As well as Okra. Should we collaborate on something? Because these are two black women-owned brands. So that kind of thing was super exciting. And I just want to say, first of all, this is a young woman's game, Doc. Like just being on your feet like all day. I've been on my feet all day since I was waiting tables in college. Like I really like and then like young people. The owner of Okra, the founder is. I thought this girl was like 33 or 32. This girl's like 29 years old. Like she.
Oh wow. Okay.
She is.
That water looks good on her too. I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh! Like she's a mature, like wise soul. So that's why I guess I thought she was like older than she was. So yeah, of course she's like still bubbly and going at like midnight. But it was a moment that I know from the bottom of my heart. If it were not for the Launch Your Income Agency, like. Even when I could only come in to listen and tap or send my daily heart meal, I'm still learning every day. I'm in community every day. Y'all, it's a commodified, like it's a skill. People want to hire you to do their live because they don't do it. They don't know how to do it, or they're scared to do it, or the person that they may know that's like, 5 or 6 tiers above you, like as a creator, costs $100,000 or $150,000. So there's definitely a growing market for somebody to do that, to be live and like talk about the product. I don't know how much more of it I'll do, but it was certainly exhilarating, and I could not do it without you and the agency and learning and growing. So everybody, I just wanted to say thank you, Doc, and y'all forgive me for being a little scarce, but I had no idea like what kind of time and energy went into doing something like this. But it was absolutely worth it. And that walking around that mic, talking to different people, now that is something that is very different. But I was able to do it because of the training and the support and the education that we get in the Launch Your Income Agency. So y'all, nothing happens overnight. Take your time and always push yourself a little bit. You can push yourself. Like Doc gives us something to push, to work on, like every week, something macro, something kind of big, and little micro things. Yes. And it adds up. So I just wanted to say that, Doc.
Okay, thank you. So sweet. Podcast. So there's people asking, are you doing it tonight or no?
Yeah, I think I'll do it because my flight is late. So I think I'm gonna just get to the airport early and set up.
Okay.
So not late, at least at 7:30, but everybody's wrapping up. So I think I'm just get to the airport early and be set up so we can do it like well before my flight. So
gotcha.
I'm gonna plug back in. But thank you so much. Like you, basically everything that you've taught me since I started being a member of the community a year ago has yielded some pretty exciting results for me, and I'm grateful to you, truly.
And the year is just starting, just beginning. So there's so much ahead of us. That's what I keep telling everybody. Yeah. Like, look here. This is just the ground floor. We're at the foundation. So there's so much more ahead. So I'm excited for you, friend. I am so excited.
Well, thank you, Doc. And, no, truly, thank you. Like I it's kind of weird when you're not online. It's kind of strange talking about like, well, this is the person that taught me how to go live. This is, you know what I mean? Like taught me how to do it. But online, like absolutely, I will always give credit to our agencies, and I'm definitely gonna jump back on live, like being like live, regular. Now that all my responsibilities are taken care of what I'm supposed to deliver, now I have to post. Hey, Ocean Summer. All right, Doc. I need to shower and get it together. Get ready for check out. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I love y'all. I can't wait to be back on regular, and listen to everything Doc says.
Okay.
And when I was looking at the stickers, because Doc was like, because I'm like, yeah, I don't even know what my tapper is. I have no idea how many coins. And I went back to look at the stickers. 1 year. Please be patient, y'all. Just be patient with yourselves. Listen to Doc, and of all the stickers that I looked at when I was looking for the sticker to hit, I didn't know there was a 1 year sticker, so I'm very proud of it. Like to say that I've been a part of the community for 1 year, but I was like, the sticker that matters most, the sticker that is truest is the do it scared. Yes. And once you figure out doing it scared and doing it every day so that it's hardwired in, it's a level above public speaking. Like Doc used to have to do public speaking. All of us that ever had a job, you have to be able to do public speaking. Live is something special. It is unique. Everybody can't do it. Right. Everybody can't be spontaneous and make people laugh and have conversations and be spontaneous. Everybody can't do it, but the do it scared is the most important sticker. So if you need a North Star to come back to as to, am I doing it right? Am I growing? As long as you're able to do it scared and press go live every day, yeah, you got it. Look at the sunflower. Oh, y'all, love y'all. All right, let me go get it together so I can look like I'm not exhausted with these young people.
All right, take care, friend. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.
You're welcome. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love us winning. Y'all, I have to say, oh, TikTok gave us the Radiate launch. It's our community gift. It's the flash go. We need 28 of these. TikTok wasn't kind with the number, but it is a cute little flash go that we have. We don't have that heart me, y'all, the dreaded heart me. So I appreciate you guys. If you can do one per person, it's a flash go that TikTok sets. Not me, it's TikTok. And so just know it's one per person. So I appreciate you all supporting. Thank you so much for being here. Hallie Q, I just have to say thank you so much for that. At the end of the day, when we start this process, we don't know what the future looks like. We don't. There's so many different things that can happen, and you just hear these success stories. We hear people growing their followers, growing their community, because when you think about a Natty Nat, a Flourish, E-Nurse, Halaku even, you have these moments that you might have a viral video or your live is operating at an optimal pace where people are coming in and following you and growing constantly. And that happens. But it requires effort. It requires you showing up, being patient, being consistent. It requires all those things. And if you're not going to do that, then it's going to be maybe a little bit of a longer road for you. And even those who do it consistently, I'm not saying that, we've seen what it looks like to be consistent. I've done that. And you still are not getting the algorithm to respond. But then when you shift things up and you do some of the different things we're talking about now, where you do the warm up and you're activating your room and doing all those things, and you see that change happening, you see how you switch things up so that the algorithm can respond. Those pivots are necessary also. So if you're always evaluating what you're doing, not changing constantly, but making changes that are intentional, that are well informed, that's going to be the difference maker. But you got to be patient. You got to keep doing it. All right. So I just want to make sure you guys heard that. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate people who are doing things that are now taking it to the next level, because that's important. Flora shared her super fan approach. She has over 100 super fans, over 100. And that's just because she set up super fans and she talks about it. And then she hit the 100K mark in her live yesterday. She also has sold over 100 copies of her ebook. People are going to her website to buy her plants. There's all these different things that are happening because she was intentional about how she's talking about the different ways you can be involved. And she was actually talking about it from within TikTok. And it wasn't like, oh, I need you just to do this and go to my website. No, it was about, hey, here's my super fans. Here's the different things that I'm doing when it comes to the campaigns. Here are the different things that you can get if you want to get my ebook. If you become a super fan, you can get all these other discounts that I've connected with other creators to support you. So there's like all of that that's happening. Yeah, she is winning. Exactly. I love that. So just know, guys, I don't want you guys to think like, oh well, we out here just doing play stuff. No, there's purpose and intentionality here. You said pin the flash goal again. Let me see if I can. It might be too soon. Yeah, we need 10 more. It's too soon. TikTok's you gotta do it like every 5 minutes. So I gotta wait maybe another 2 minutes before I can pin it again. Um, but yeah, just know that that's what's happening here. So my friends who are new, my friends who are new, I don't want to scare nobody. I just want you to understand that there is a process at play. Okay. Hey, original, I see your friend. You say, hey, y'all. So there is something happening here. It can be really, really great, but it does take you being involved in the process. And you're gonna have some frustrations. I don't deny that. TikTok is definitely different. It's different from the other platforms. It's very particular about what you can and can't do. You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself. You're gonna learn a lot about TikTok. Okay, you might be in trouble sometimes with TikTok, whether it's the restrictions or the V's, the violations. But at the same time, you'll get past that. Those frustrations do happen. You'll have a glitchy week like we've had this week. It's been very glitchy, and we've been trying to figure out what's going on and stuff. And hopefully, things will resolve itself sooner rather than later. But this too shall pass. Okay. All sounds interesting. I would like to learn more about that. Hey, Serena. Um, Let me know what in particular, friend. Going live. Let me know what you mean. But happy to, and let me know if you do go live, friend. If you, like I said, if you're new in the room, I like to say put new in the chat, and we will share out the live a little bit more so some of our friends can learn. Did we find out why it was so glitchy? Apparently, it was like an outage in one of the Oracle plants, one of the locations. That's what I've heard in two different notifications from like agency people talking about it in the chat. So I'm assuming that's what happened, but TikTok ain't told us nothing. TikTok ain't told us, but apparently that's what people were saying. You said I can't join an agency. Going live, you can't join an agency. Well, you can't go join an agency until you go live. Now, when I get an RV, I go harder. I heard that, Fran. I heard that. Yeah. Um, again, always appeal those. Always appeal them, and we'll see what happens on the back end. But at the end of the day, those things. As long as you learn from whatever they told you was the issue, that's the most important thing. Eight more. The flash goal is the community gift. If you are in my room just showing up, it is a community gift, one per person. One per person. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. If you can give it, that would be great. If you can give it, that will be great. So that we can support the flash go. Um, I can't remember where to do the daily check-in, and that I've seen. It would be right at the top. It says join. Do you see that heart next to my name? Is at the right on the side of my name. That's where you click. Let me turn my mirror off again. It says join. I'm gonna make this account join. I was using this as my show and tell, but I'm gonna send a daily heartmate from the agency page so we can support the flash goal too. And then ultimately, if you guys have not sent the flash goal, support the flash goal. That would be great. Again, thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. We need five more, and we got it. Five more in the next 8 minutes or so. We'll have it 7.5 minutes. And so we'll have it. So let me know if there's any questions. Daily Heart Me, really quickly, that's your fan club. Fan club is where people come in and think about a concert. You have your favorite artist, you have your favorite musician, you go to their concerts, you go to their social media, and you interact on there. You might buy their music. You are doing all the things to support that artist. TikTok has the fan club in the same way. So if you click the Daily Heart Me, you'll see all the different tasks that you can do to support me as a live host. And it'll give you a list of the ways you can support. And then ultimately, TikTok as a live host will give us information for us to know who our fan club members are, how we can engage more deeply with them, whether it's using the AI tools, whether it is creating these tags where you can kind of see who's in your room, what are some of their interests, and they have that. It gives you some updates on them, what level they reached in your fan club, because as a fan club member, you want to click that before you leave to claim points so you can level up. And so all that's there for you. So you know who's in your fan club. You can add a sticker for people to send stickers. This is a community best gift that TikTok created. But inside the when you get ready to put a comment in the comment box, there's a grayed out heart. If you click that, you can see the stickers that people send that are in the chat messages. And so all of that is how you become a more engaged fan club member. But then as a live host, you can do that as well to make sure your people are fully fully engaged. Okay. When can you add a fan club after you go live for how long? Fan club comes probably after the first three lives. Somebody who's gone live recently, let me know if you were able to see the Daily Heart Me on day one. I believe one of my newer live hosts said they couldn't see it on day one. I think it came as of day three. So TikTok requires that you do three lives over the course of three separate days, ideally in the first week. So you don't miss, you do day one, day two, day three, 24 hours between each of them. Mine was after three. Okay, so it is true. So you don't see it until after day three. You're unlocking other features along the way. So you're unlocking maybe being able to pin comments, maybe having your co-host and guest. Somebody said maybe that was day one. I'm not sure if it's day one or day two, but essentially you're unlocking those features as you go live. TikTok says over the course of those 3 days, you have to do at least 30 minutes. I tell people to try to get in the habit of going longer when it comes to day one. Maybe you do that for 10 or 15 minutes. Day two, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Day three, you're now at 25 to 30 minutes. And so you've kind of increased each time you're doing it, because ideally, what TikTok considers, and this is agency speak now. Thank you so much, Kim Title Gifter. Appreciate you. Oh, two more for the flash goal too. Let me see if I could pin it again. It might have been enough time lapsed. If we can get two more. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you. No, it's too soon still. So we're 4 minutes down. We need two more for that flash goal. Thank you so much for those hand hearts. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose too, Dr. Erica. Appreciate you. Thank you all for the community gifts. I appreciate everybody's support. The So keep in mind, TikTok says for a valid now I'm talking about the agency part of it. For you to have a valid go live day, the way that's calculated, and it's even in your analytics, so I'm not even talking about the agency stuff, but if you look at your analytics, it actually says a valid go live day is that you've gone live at least once for at least an hour. Okay? So I want you guys to keep that in mind. At some point, you're getting to the point where you're going a minimum of an hour. Thank you for the title, Gifter of Roses. Um, and so that's what constitutes an official go live day. Now, does that constitute the monetization side? Not necessarily. The monetization side that says that for the scale live rewards says that it has to be 25 minutes for that live to count for you to get any of the rewards that you got in that live stream. But you want to go an hour for it to count as part of your go live analytics. Okay. So those are two separate things. Your go live analytics is 1 hour. Your monetization for scale live rewards is 25 minutes. All right. So I wanted to say that out loud. I don't know if they're going to change that at some point, but essentially it is 1 hour that you should be going live, at a minimum. So when I was talking on our Zoom on Sunday, I said, try to get to the point where you're at least going 4 days a week, at least 4 days for 1 hour or more. Okay. So that's why I said that I want you guys to at least go 1 hour so we have valid days. If you're a person who needs to look at your analytics and see how long you've been live, there's a house here where you can swipe from right to left and look at analytics that way. There's real time analytics. Oh, now I understand the difference. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome. Yeah, Scale Live Rewards is part of the monetization. So TikTok is definitely, looking at how you can monetize in your live stream. And maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more. So if you're going live, you can earn money. So if you're new here and you're like, well, what's all the hype about? What's this about? It is a monetization option for you, opportunity for you. You're monetizing based on the engagement and the gifting that's happening in your live stream. You are also monetizing because you're offering different benefits to your viewers, to your followers, your community, whether it's your super fan benefits. You might have benefits you're offering from Service Plus, so you're promoting some service or consultation you're offering. You're offering maybe you're a TikTok shop affiliate, you're offering products to your community. There's different ways to monetize on this app. And so using the live stream as a way for people to get to know, like, and trust you is a way to monetize. All right. So people often overlook that. I can't stay long today, but I'll be back soon. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you so much, friend. I'm feeling 50. Appreciate you, friend. I go live 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. Thank you so much, all who are following me. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for the support. You said when someone goes into your fan club, what can you offer? Your fan club, um, your fan club is just people who are fans of what you're already offering. So in a perfect world, as a live host, you're offering either education and tell people you're helping them, teaching them something, you're inspiring them by what you're sharing or doing, or you're entertaining them. Those are the things that you're doing. So fan club is different than super fan. And maybe you meant super fan. Super fan is a paid subscription. And so with the super fan, which is this heart plus that's scrolling past, with your super fan, you can offer other benefits. Okay. And it depends on, again, what your topic is. Thank you so much, Ms. Darlene. I didn't know that there were two different things: your valid go live day and your scale live rewards, the monetization for going live. Yeah, those are two different things. Because monetization has your how many days you go live, that duration pieces in that for your weekly missions, as well as how long you go live as well. The monetization. Yep, yep. It's two different things. Two different things. I'm working on a few ebooks. Just need to know how to promote them and grow with them. Yes. Um, uh, Dr. Erica. Couple things. I talked about Scale Live Rewards. I'm not sorry. Sorry, I talked about Service Plus yesterday. I'll talk about that. You want to kind of factor that into your plan. I went to one of our friends live yesterday. Thank you all who are coming in. How you doing, Marcy? Appreciate my friends coming in. If I missed you, I apologize. Come on in. Let me know if you have questions as you come in as well. And let me know if you're new. Say hello if you're new so we can say hi back to you, friend. Um, so when it comes to Service Plus, you probably want to include that in your plan to talk about your ebook. So I would encourage you to use Service Plus. Good morning. I'm a D5. Just starting. Any recommendations? Well, welcome to the room, friend. How you doing, Yazzie? Um, Let me know if you go live already. Do you go live? Let me know if that's part of your schedule. And so you said, Leslie, you're new. Welcome to the room as well. Appreciate you being here. And Yazzie, I'm well. Okay. I did catch you and Coach just talking about it. Yes. So you want to integrate that into your plan. Glam with Sean, thank you so much. New here. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for coming in just one time. I want to go live today. Okay. Okay. We'll definitely keep it up. If you went live recently, like in the last 7 days, that's good. Try to do those first 3 lives. And continue to go live and come up with a schedule. That's going to be the main thing. Let me know how did the first live go for you, and let me know if you have any questions about the go live process. Did you achieve the flash goal? We did. We did achieve the flash goal. Did we? Maybe we didn't. No, we didn't. It just ended. Lord. 26 or 28. I should have said something. I'm sorry, y'all. No, we didn't, but that's okay. Thank you all. Thank you all for supporting. It was 26 or 28 that we did. No, we did not. It totally slipped my mind. I should have been looking and paying attention to it. I did not. So, let me know if you have any questions, Yazzie, in particular for that first live stream. Shaking my head, I went out. I went out on SOS. It's all good. It's all good. It's totally fine. TikTok will TikTok you. Yesterday, I had like 48 people in the room, and they gave me a flash goal. It was three. I think it was three TikTok roses or something like that. It was really easy. Ice cream cones. It was three ice cream cones. I was like, really, TikTok? Yeah, really? It was that many people in the room. They gave me three, so it was bound to come back at me. That's all right. So you said, but that's it. I missed something, Yazzie. I think you might have gotten filtered. What was that? But that was it. What was that? What was the that is it? What was that in reference to? Just one time. I want to go live today. And you said, but that was it. What does that mean? That just that one time was it? Um, what I would tell you is definitely keep going live. You got to do three to unlock all the features. And we were just talking about the fan club and the and making sure that you think about building your fan club. That's going to be important for your live stream. Talking about it, asking people to engage, asking people to click your daily heart rate. That's going to be something you want to encourage people to support in that way because they become part of your community. And they TikTok do send system notifications. Like this person just went live. Want to join Dr. Lisa? She's live now. If you're a fan club member, so you want to make sure you're encouraging people to support in that way. Um, Service Plus, Dr. Erica, definitely would encourage you to utilize that. I was at one of our friends live. How you doing, Wealthy? Thank you so much for the daily heart me. I was at one of our friends live just yesterday, and she had her link in bio, and she was like, "I put this in my bio, link in bio." She's brand new to the agency, and I went just to check on her just to see because she's new, and she said, "Hey, I'm not getting the views." And obviously, I was thinking like maybe she knew she's still growing. And she was like, "No, I started in December, and I definitely have more views, more engagement, and um, I can't. I'm not getting people to come in anymore." And we kind of walked through the usual things like what did you put in what's on your board, because our boards were like small and I couldn't see all the words. And I said, "What are you saying?" I said, she said, "I got a restriction and said pushing people off the platform. I haven't done anything." I said, "Did you have your shopping cart on? Did you say something?" She's like, "I don't know how to use shop, so I haven't done it." No. I was like, "Oh." And then I finally said, "Did you have a link in your bio?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have my stand." I said, "Take the link out your bio." And she said, "Oh, I added the link like 3 weeks ago." And she said, "That's when I feel like the changes have been happening. The things, my room has been dipping." And I said, "Yes, you're linking your bio." So I'm going to say this to you all. If you have a link in your bio, thank you so much, Resilient. I think you need to take it out. Okay, so I'm officially putting that out there. I think you need to remove it. I think it's one of those things where TikTok has said from their Service Plus marketing, they've said it does suppress your views. I asked my person about it, my point of contact. She confirmed it will. So all together, remove it. I don't care if it's a website. I don't care if it's a stand. I don't care if it's a beacon. I don't care if it's a link tree. I don't care what it is. Remove it. I think it is causing an issue. I think it's suppressing your views. You say, "Dang, I tried to remove it and it's impossible." What you mean? You put it there, just delete the link. It ain't gonna stay. And then hit save. You go back to your edit, delete it, and it removes it. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm officially putting that out there. I wanna go live. I need 50 followers. Um, you do need 50 followers, but thank you for saying hello first. Say hello, friend. How you doing? Um, thank you so much for being here. You're in the Netherlands. Welcome to the room. So yeah, so I'm officially saying that I think it is causing problems. I will officially say that. Flourish, I think I saw you, friend. You said the Service Plus is not working for you. Dr. Kossi, thank you so much for being here. I removed mine. I'll remove my link today. Yep. Nope, I took the link out because of your coaching. You took the link out. You said I can't get Service Plus to work. Flourish, let me know what's going on with your for Service Plus. What do you mean? Yeah, it still won't let me save it. Mm. Save your with like your Service Plus bio and save other things. check your verbiage. You know they do a check, so maybe they're not approving something. Maybe it's something you have in there. Start over and rephrase maybe some things and see if that helps. We'll save it after that. Also, those FAQ questions are meant to be revised. Let me say that out loud. Whatever those FAQ questions that they already have, like standard questions, you are supposed to revise those. Those are like examples. Those are not the ones you're using. You actually have to change those. So let me say that as well. Um, let's see. You said I'm happy to be here. You're welcome, friend. So yeah, so link in bio is no more. That's my under Service Plus. I was talking about Service Plus doc. So under Service Plus, it are some example questions, for lack of a better word. They're questions that you might want to just reuse, but I think you have to retype them. I think you literally have to retype them, and then you need to add your response to those questions. So and I'm not I don't have it in front of me right now, but essentially those questions you're adding a response to it, and then TikTok has to approve it all. I like when SB has a link in bio. You like when what's SB? What do you mean by that? Let me know about that. When interested in do what I want. I don't know what that means. Let me I'm missing your acronyms, friend. Let me know what that means. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. I know that is a tough pill to swallow for some people, but I think the link has to be removed, and you're gonna be forced to use Service Plus if you're trying to go live. Now, maybe from a content side, it may not matter as much, but if you're going live, I think that is problematic. I think that's the problem. So after the first 3 days, just create a consistent live schedule. That's it, Yazzie. That's it, friend. That's it. Now I'll talk a little bit more about what you should be doing in your live, but that is essentially it. Yeah. Should I switch my account to business? No, you don't need to. No, you don't need to. No, that was for you, Kim. But no, you don't need to. Now, are you saying that because you want to keep your link in your bio? I think it doesn't matter. It does not like a link in the bio. You said how to get pro live. What do you mean, friend? You're trying to get what you mean to become a pro live host? Is that what you mean? How to become a pro live host? There is a designation that TikTok offers in terms of how. Um, well, first of all, you have to have like I think that designation is for people who have like over like 300 people over the last like 60 days consistently in your live. There's like a threshold. There's like a high number of people who are in your room, people who are engaging. You have to have like high number of fan club members too. There's like this threshold that you got to keep in mind. I don't know all the details on the top of my head, but yeah, there's some things you got to pay attention to that's happening in your live. So if you're a live pro, then you have a lot of people in your room. You consistently keep high numbers. They look at your analytics too. All that factors in. So I don't know all the details though. You can maybe search on the home screen, search for Live Pro, and see what the qualifications are. And I think agencies have to recommend you. So that's the other thing. So you should be with an agency, and they have to recommend you to. Or for my niche, can I go live? Yeah, yeah. I think it's good for you to at some point you need to have a niche, but yeah, I think it's good for you to practice and understand how to go live. Explain Service Plus again. Okay, so Service Plus is available. Let me show it to you all, and then you guys can go back and research it. So I'll show it to you. Service Plus is available in 2 different places. What I'm going to show you, I don't have it open on my I have not requested to have it on my other accounts, so I can't show you inside Service Plus, but I'll show you where to go to get it. So when you are on your profile page, let me switch this. When you're on your profile page, so I'm on my shop page, you're gonna click TikTok Studio. I just press there. On the post side, you can scroll down under monetization, you see Service Plus. And then on the live side, you can scroll down to tools and resources. You hit your arrow and you see Service Plus. Okay. Service Plus is not on here. That's why I said I don't have it on this account. So, with that, and I just haven't requested it on this account. I guess I could look into it. So when you click Service Plus, it asks you to set up a Service Plus bio in terms of just a little quick blurb about what your services are, what your page is about. Again, your niche, your topic, the things that you offer. I'm talking about the money that they want. What do you mean? Service Plus actually, unless you create video courses, there isn't any money that you would have to split with TikTok. Is that what you're asking? TikTok is like super fans. If you do a video course, TikTok does 50% of it. So if you create a video course and you want that available to sell, if you want to sell a video course and you create a video course for your community, TikTok will ask for 50% of it. So that's my understanding. I haven't finalized my video course yet, and I really didn't do it because I knew I was traveling because I was delayed on doing it in February, and I know I'm about to travel in the next couple of weeks, so I just need to wait until I come back, and then I'll launch that and talk about it and stuff. But what about an ebook? You don't have an ebook that you're attaching. What you would do is invite people. There's a couple different methodologies you could use, approaches you could take. So one could be that you could say, hey, in your Service Plus frequently asked questions, you might have a question that says, um, I'm interested in your ebook, and you could say the name of the ebook or something like that. And so that could be a question, and then you can have a response that says, DM me your email and I'll send it to you, or I'll send you my stand or my webpage to get it, and that's your response. And you only can have a quick word response. There's a count limit, but essentially you can respond to those questions, and you can encourage people to click your Service Plus so that they can click those questions. Like if they're interested in, your need. For me, I think I have the question about being interested in a one-on-one, being interested in um, how to talk about my niche or how to find a niche, and then how do I get more engagement in my life. So I have those three questions, and then I have resources to help you with with problem solving for those questions. So with the answers for them. So essentially, if you get the Service Plus, you could click those questions. I send you my information. Okay, so it's all communicating in the DM, and it's also you as a live host talking about it in your live, saying, okay, here's some different things I can offer you. Here's the services. And then they added the video courses. I haven't set it up, so I don't know what the video course process will look like, but I'm assuming it's similar to the pin card. And so they have the pin card here, and you can pin a message for your community. And so this is something that I talk about. Like if you need a one-on-one, if you're looking to get coaching support, you can send me a DM, and that's where people can DM me. So again, you're communicating in DMs with people, and people can kind of ask questions, give more information from you. And then obviously, for me, I'll say, okay, I'll give you coaching assistance, and I'll send you to my webpage where you can get that information. Um, when it comes to that pin message, it only stays for 30 seconds for up to 3 minutes. You can pin it again, and what they teach you is that you should continue to pin it. They do have a Discord where you can go for their webinar. So if you're interested in learning more about it, click Service Plus. They send you all the time different messages in your system notification, different marketing messages. Click those and scroll down and see if they promote the Discord for you to join there. That's where I found it, but it was like right at the end of it. It said, hey, join my Discord. Join their Discord, rather. All right. Let me know if there's other questions about Service Plus. I know some of you a lot of you probably should start looking into it. Yeah, so it's all about your products. You're going to talk about your products. And then, like I said, if you do want to use their video course feature, you can. So Service Plus is only if you are selling a course or something else along those lines. Yes, so think about Service Plus being for digital products, your consultation, your coaching, your mentorship program, your ebook, your checklist. So think about things in a digital electronic space versus Physical being TikTok Shop. Physical products is for TikTok Shop. Digital is Service Plus. So those services you're offering. Yeah. So that's the way you should look at it. Does that make sense, everybody? Any questions about that? Any additional questions? Um, Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm going to stay on. I actually do have some meetings today, so I'm not going to be able to stay on super, super long. I'm probably going to stay on another 15 minutes. I'll end up doing 90 minutes today for the live stream, but I'm happy to answer other questions as you guys have it. Um, so my stand store has self-care notebooks and journals, so I can use it for that. You can use Service Plus for that. Yep. Just so you guys know, I did have a link in my bio. I took it out probably towards the end of January, and then I switched it over to my agency page, which is this page. So when I'm talking in my live stream, um, so this page here has my Service Plus, my has my link in my bio. I don't go live on this page. This page is still under construction. I'm still building out my content and stuff over there, so I'm still working through some things. So that's where I have it. And when I send people, when they send me those DMs and they're interested in connecting with me, I then send them to this account to go to my stand store. If they wanna meet, if they wanna connect, it's all put there. Okay? So that is that's where it all is. Okay? So hold on one second. Dami said, if you have to remove the link from your bio, how do you get people to go to your webpage? So yeah, so that's the example I gave. I put in another on another page that I have. And then when people DM you, you can still message them the website. You can message them that. I could easily just say, hey, here's my stand, go there. But I send them to the other page, and I probably should put my stand just so that they know. But essentially, they would have to copy that link because TikTok doesn't allow clickable links in the inbox. So it's not like they can click it and go straight there. So they would have to copy and paste it into their browser. So that's what they would have to do. And then you can also, another workaround is that you can ask people to send you their email. DM me your email. And then you're creating an email database that way. Okay. Hello, Mrs. Treetop. Hello, Alana. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the daily harmony. Beauty, you said, good morning. I can't stay long. Appointment for my mom. I just wanted to come in and support. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. And then, yes, you said, so take it out, the bio, and then just redirect Service Plus through live. Got it. Yep. That's what I would tell you to do. Yep. That would be my recommendation, friend. Yeah. So, good morning. You said Gassy. Oh, let me see something. She doesn't have a clickable link anyway. Yazzie, you gotta have 1,000 followers. You gotta have 1,000 followers for your link to be clickable. Yeah, so thank you for this pointing that out, Moonflower. So anybody in the room, if you're a new creator, your link in your bio, there is a section for links. It's not clickable because you need 1,000 followers. Thank you for the tiny track. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you're growing, as you're building your follower and your community. That's one of those perks that you unlock at 1,000K followers. Okay, so let's see. I really need to be in here. What about Linktree? Beauty Linktree, I'm seeing across the board, any web page is problematic. Any of them. I'm saying across the board. Yeah. You said, Dr. Erica, you said you need to develop a stand. Yeah, stand. I like stand in general. I do. I think it's a good resource. You said, okay, I can send it some other way. Yeah, I mean, like I said, in the inbox, you can, it's not clickable. It's never clickable in the inbox. They really don't. I mean, like I said, 1,000 followers is what you need to have a clickable one. But again, if you're not going live, I can't speak to how it impacts your traffic to your content. Um, I can't speak to that. I don't know if it does have an impact. But I do think um, you want to be mindful of that. Like, I don't know if it does have an impact. I'm going to say it doesn't, but you never know. It does. It seems to be very clear. We've had enough people have issues with it, and once it's removed, it improved. So I feel confident by saying it is a problem in the live stream. My point of contact said it was. Service Plus names that as a culprit of what people are experiencing, and why they should use Service Plus. So it was like a marketing message, but it was something that I think they're naming pretty clearly. So the link in the bio is a problem. Learn something new. Yep. How do you go to change my link? I couldn't find it yesterday. Okay, where do you go to change my link? I couldn't find it yesterday. On your profile page, on your profile, there should be like a pencil or it may say the word edit. You click that and it takes you to the back profile setup. So that's where it is. It's like right next to your name. It should be a little pencil or edit symbol right there. Hey Savannah, how you doing? Chica, I see you as well, friend. Welcome to the room. So so a lot of you said, okay, I am buying a product, and because I told people on my live about the growth and how to make money, they gave me the violation. Why? Um, you probably got a restriction, and it probably was pushing people off the platform. But what was the restriction for? Well, what was it for? If it was fraud or scam, that was a violation. But if it was pushing people off the platform, that was a restriction. But what did they give you? What did they say the reason was? Can you not go live right now? Man, I thought sure the link tree was okay. Guess I'll have to remove it. Yeah, it's not. Yes, they gave me a violation. What was it for? Do you know what it was for? And ultimately, if they give you a violation, that means you have to sit out for a couple days. Is that what happened? Like you can't go live? Yeah, so turn on, make sure you appeal it. If you haven't done so already, make sure you appeal it. And then turn on your content disclosure. Make sure you turn on the content disclosure. Thank you, Love Pedal. It wasn't a fraud, I think. It's because I didn't have it already. Yeah, I don't know what you got the violation for. Yes, I can go live. Then it was a restriction. If you can go live, then it was a restriction. If it's a violation, so my new friends in my room, the difference between a restriction and a violation. Restriction means that they're restricting your visibility to the For You feed. Meaning that when people go on the home screen, they click that little home icon and you see that the For You page where they push your live out to new visibility, new people. When they do that, um, when they do that, that is a restriction. It's for that particular live. It'll say it on, there's a house in the corner here, and you can swipe from right to left. It'll say what the restriction was for. So make sure you read that clearly, all the different things. Don't skim it, read it because it tells you why. And then it also gives you the option to appeal it. Sometimes they approve it, sometimes they don't. I tell people always click the first one just as a way to speak, just to say, I didn't know why I got it. And then typically if it's your first time offense, if it's not too egregious, they'll remove it. And your appeal will get approved. When you get a violation, you are suspended from going live, meaning that you cannot go live. You have to sit out. It's like being suspended from high school. You got to stay home for a couple days, anywhere from 3 to 7 on average, depending on what you did. And they give you a reason for that as well. So if you're able to go live, because it was just that restriction for that particular live, then you got a restriction. All right. So just kind of keep that in mind. What I was saying earlier, and I know there's people on the outside always looking in, so come in, ask questions, get clarity. I don't want you guys to go back and be like, oh, well, she said this. I am saying very clearly and very definitively, when you use a link in bio, no matter the site, whether it is Wix, whether it is Linktree, whether it is Beacon, whether it's Shopify, whether it is Etsy, whatever it is, stand, you name it. I'm saying if you go live, it could have an impact on your views. That's what I'm saying. Thank you very much, Ray. You leveled up to level 11. Okay. It is suppressing views. It is also causing restrictions depending on what's happening in your life, where TikTok assumes that you're pushing people off the platform. And every time my creators have brought this up to me and they've removed the link in the bio, it has stopped. I'm just saying. So just keep that in mind as you decide to keep it in your bio or not. It's up to you. The alternative is, and there is a marketing message that Service Plus put out there, that they essentially want people to use Service Plus because they actually even named it in the message that it will suppress your views. It will cause you to have restrictions. They put that in their marketing message. I thought it was a little bit of a scare tactic, but they did do it. So just know that that is something TikTok is communicating. So it's up to you if you want to continue to use the link in bio as a way to communicate to your community. When you say push people off the platform, what does that mean? TikTok wants people not to be pushed off the platform to go to a website or go somewhere else. They want you to be here. So they actually have a restriction for that, saying that you are redirecting traffic off the platform. Yeah. So what does Service Plus do? It, honestly, it's a way for TikTok to see who you are and who you're trying to promote to. I mean, if people click that DM in the corner, the Service Plus, TikTok knows that, and they send a DM, a direct DM message to you, asking for more information about your services. Yeah, so they're trying to understand what's happening on a platform. You can pin a card, you can share information that way. I've received several clients that way, people who want to get my services beyond just the live stream. So it's not a problem. They still get into my stand store, my page. If I did a video course, and I haven't started a video, I haven't completed the video course I'm creating. TikTok will get a portion of that, so it's a way for TikTok to get a percentage too. But again, I'm okay with that because I'm like, okay, well, I'll do a course, really low stakes. It's going to help people. I'm not gonna have it have a lot of details in it, but it's a way to help people currently. And then if they want additional services, it becomes kind of a gateway to my other resources or not. It's totally fine. So I think of it that way. Another way might be a person who's sitting here and they're like, you know what? I don't have a beacon. I don't have a stand. I don't have all this other stuff. But I did create this ebook and I want to get it out there. Do a video course and then promote your ebook. If you buy my video course, you'll get this ebook for free with it, and you could price it at a price that makes sense for you. TikTok's gonna take 50% of it, but you still could price it at a good rate, and then you still are gonna have to pay over. You would have to pay overhead anyway, because if you had any of those other sites, you would have to pay somebody overhead, whether it's Stripe for processing the payment, whether it is your web page or your stand or your beacon, you're paying somebody. There's overhead regardless. You're not selling something for free. So you always have overhead. So for me, it's like, okay, well, that's part of the price of doing business. So I don't see it that way. I want you guys to see it as not a problem, as an option. Oh, I feel like I can go live today. Look at you, friend. I want you to see it as an opportunity. I don't want you to see it as an obstacle. All right. And then if you do have other things, you said it's an investment. Yeah. Yeah. I've had this conversation offline with some other people, and I think it's easy to say, well, wait a minute, TikTok's creating this another thing for me. Oh, TikTok's is no. You work within, the situation, and you figure out how you make it work for you. It's not an obstacle. It's not a challenge unless you want it to be a challenge. It actually could be a great thing that will set you up for the next big thing. All right. So just think of it that way, y'all. I know that sometimes when we're in it, you're like, "Ooh, now I got to think of this other thing," and I guess I have the luxury of saying, "Okay, I've already kind of processed this in a different way because I took my link out weeks ago." Whereas some of y'all are like, oh, redirect and do all this other stuff the way I wasn't imagining. But I see it as an opportunity. I'm trying to work myself today to do my product last. All right, look at you, friend. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love hearing that. But yeah, just, again, this is not a bad thing. So just stay focused. You guys can do this. All right. You got this. Um, Let me know if there's other questions. I'm going to get off shortly. Who's going live today? Let's see who is going live. Appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for the likes of the live. We're close to almost 10K. Look at there. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate the support. You said me, Christine. You said I'm going live for real, Doc. Maybe. Why you put maybe? You said maybe. um, Live at 10 p.m. Look at you. 10 p.m. What time zone? L, you say I am. Oh, let me talk about my L. Oh, L, I missed it. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, we got to drop some stickers real quick. Well, first of all, it's L's birthday. So we're going to drop the birthday stickers. That's what we got to do first and foremost. Let's drop birthday stickers for L, if you don't mind. Somebody asked me yesterday, like, why you got these birthday stickers in here? For this exact reason. Okay? So this exact reason we are dropping birthday stickers, okay? This is for our friend L. Let me go back and message L and put it in there so she sees it's for her. All right, so that's the birthday stickers, L. That's from me and Launch Your Income. I'm gonna put mine in here too. Um, so you can see all the support, friend. Um, so L, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for that. So she is. Her birthday is today. Elle is celebrating her birthday. She's actually doing a battle. She's actually doing two battles technically. She's doing she's doing a Friends and Learn battle. Friends and Learn is happening tonight, 7 Central, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Is Elle against Moonflower. So Elle and Moonflower are going to do their Friends and Learn battle, hosted by Coach Jesse. Coach Jesse will be walking them through some of the basics of battling, okay? So you'll kind of know some of the fundamentals and stuff. And then there is another battle. We got a three-way that's happening with Something You Can Use, Lisa Bailey, as well as Love University by Sharella. And they are battling, and Coach Jesse's facilitating that as well. So that is happening tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, and then 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern tonight. And then Elle will come back at 9 Eastern. She's battling. This is supposed to be an agency battle. Did your person communicate, Elle? What happened? Did they ever come back and say, yeah, I got you? If not, Pal sung. She sung to me at midnight. Did she really? Boom, Digital Diva. Hello, friend. Um, so did your person communicate with you, Elle? Did they say yes? No, maybe so. You said I got a hello just today. So maybe they'll show. I don't know. People have no manners, no etiquette with this whole battle thing, y'all. Y'all, if y'all think y'all over it, I'm over it. Okay, y'all don't know how many little messages I'm sending to their point of contact and their agency person, and that person is acting like, oh well, I'll get back to you when I get back to you. I'm checking. So I'm like, oh, can we get it together, people? So, okay, what is a battle? A battle is a competition where you and another live host are competing for the most points. And in that, you're in your room, they're in their room. Once you co-host, you click the interlocking rings to get to co-host with a person. And when you co-host, that person is side by side in you in your room and they're in their room, and essentially you click the boxing gloves and it turns into this game. And the person who 5 minutes you are rallying your community to support your battle, and whoever gets the most points win. You get points from tapping alive, commenting, and gifting. All right, gifting is the main focus. But essentially, whoever gets the most points wins the event. You both get your gifts and your points, so it's not everybody wins technically, um, but you're winning because you're kind of getting streaks. So you're trying to have bragging rights about who has the most battles that they've won, as well as somebody's trying to battle me now. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know him. I don't know you. I don't know you. Okay, thank you. And so with that, you get if you do win, you end up getting what's called power ups. You end up getting power ups, and power ups is where your top three people who got the most points for you, they get ammunition. If you think, for lack of a better word, they get these power ups that they can have in their shopping. They'll have them in their gift box that they can click to. It's like a little symbol at the bottom line of your gift box. If you scroll over past exclusive, you'll see this little symbol. If you click that, you'll see all the different items that you've gotten from going to battles. And there's four things. What is it? Mister, glove, hammer, and the lightning bolt. Yep. Um, so yeah, you'll get that. So that's all part of battling. Yep. Um, so yeah, let me know if there's questions about that. Um, and it's a fun way to kind of get your community engaged. I tell people all the time, don't be scared of stuff on this app. Don't do it. You're wasting time, energy, and brain power being scared. Juicy who? How you doing, friend? Elle actually talks about overthinking. She actually talks about that's her topic for her live stream. So if you guys are an overthinker, connect with her. She tackles it from a different angle, helping you understand your response system, your nervous system, but also just like ways that you can think differently about situations. You know, so she's really good in that way. She's been going live she just hit her 60 days this week. So if you get to her live, she can tell you what she learned in the last 60 days, and it is phenomenal, y'all. Elle is transforming her life. She's made a conscious decision to do something that she had been putting off for some time, something she started and put on a back burner, said it wasn't for her no more, and she's come here and she said, "Why not me? Why can't I?" I ain't gonna tell all her business, but that is just phenomenal when you think about it. I need overthinking anonymous. That's it. Yes, I was overthinker. You said thank you. You're welcome, friend. I'm so proud of you. You know, I'm a cheerleader for Elle because I see what she's done with just her process so far. And you know, her room is growing. It's a nice small intimate space, and it's going to continue to grow because she's showing up. So just know that that's a big piece of it. Where can I follow her? Elle is right here. I'm gonna say thank you. I'll pin her. So yeah, so she's today's birthday. This week she just hit 60 days of going live consistently. So she celebrated that this week, and she is still going live. She'll figure out what the year looks like over time, but she is still going live, y'all. So we got a lot of people that are doing their thing. They're balancing life. They're balancing family. They're balancing work. They're doing it in a way that is authentic to them. And I know in the beginning it's nerve wracking. You're scared. You're trying to figure out how to get people in a room. You're thinking about it, and we often do overthink it. And there's many times you're like, well, why am I doing this to myself? And you're doing it for obviously the growth, the breakthrough, and whatever your why is. You know, and that comes with time, comes with a lot of patience, a lot of discipline. But you just keep showing up. All right. This live ended up being more of a mindset live. I did not do as much teaching. I feel like this has been a mindset live. That was me until I found this room, Coloring Gems. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, we focus on encouragement here. We focus on encouragement. I think there's so many ways we can be disillusioned and negative and you know uh, ready to give up. Seriously, ready to throw in the towel. And that's easy. That's the easy thing to do. That's the easy out. There's so many people telling us that we can't do this, we shouldn't be doing this. That's not the case. You don't have to do that. Yeah. I appreciate this. Glad I joined. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I did not talk about the agency, so if you guys want to join the agency, it is a free program. I tell people that first and foremost. However, you have to be going live. Hey, Lisa, you have to be going live. So I've kind of been very intentionally not kind of hyping it up right now because lately TikTok has pushed a lot of new people in my room that have never gone live. Obviously, the beginner tips is attracting people who are brand new to this process. And I respect that. I understand where you're at. And for you to join the agency, you have to be like the next stage. You got to be going live. You got to be ready to engage the process. You got to be willing to show up because I've had a lot of people join and not do the work. And unfortunately, I have to remove people. And then it takes time for me to have to remove them and all this other stuff. And I don't want to remove people. So I'm being very cautious about who I bring in because you got to be of a mindset that says I'm gonna do the 60 days. I'm gonna go daily. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna see what happens from this. I'm gonna have my breakthrough from it. I'm gonna be celebrating with other things, and I'm not gonna let overthinking hold me back. So I will do the work, girl. You're serious, Yazzie. Agency, I'm curious. You said agency. Why did I bring it up, huh? If I ain't gonna talk about it, why bring it up, huh? I'll talk about it. Let me mention it a little bit more. Did I just join the Lisa Club? Like, you joined my fan club. That's what you joined. You became a fan club member for the TikTok coin. That's not the agency. That's not the agency. You're so sweet. You said I joined something. I think I just joined something. um. All right. So here's what the agency is about. So TikTok has creator network agencies. It is matter of fact, I'm gonna change my board just so I can show it. I'll put it on the board because I know I'm about to get off shortly. Um, let's put it on the board. So, so there it is. It's on the board. So we'll use this board. They changed the font, but we'll use it. I saw that. Y'all know if y'all touch y'all thing, it zooms you in. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that I do that? I did it before and I don't talk about it enough, but it zooms you in. Let's see how many Lisas we can stack in this room. I know. We got a couple Lisas in the agency. Where are all the Lisas at? Lisas, drop a heart if you're a Lisa. um, but look here. So let's see. So agency. The agency is a free. You said nope, I didn't. I've never gone live. Well, yes, man, you can do that. Love you, Lisa, too. Lisa, love you. You perpetrating with the love name. Why you even got the Lisa? Put the Lisa name. You said yes. I love that. Thank you, Lisa. Love. um. So here, so my friends, you said love, Lisa. Sheila, how you doing, friend? I want to join the agency. I just applied. Hold on one second. You said retired. I just applied to your agency, and I'm not sure it took because it said. So people have been saying that. Can you copy the link and put it in a browser? If you can copy the link and put it in a browser. If not, you may have to email me. Send me your email. So DM me on this page, not the agency page, because the agency page I look at it once a day, but here I look at this like 50 times a day. So I'm always on this page. But if you could DM me if it doesn't work when you do a copy link into copy paste into a separate browser. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but that seemed to be the solution. If not, I'll email it to you, and that worked for people to click from the email inbox message. I've never went live for Ready, but thank you for helping us beginners. You're welcome, Sheila. Appreciate it. Yeah. So what I will say is you have to go live. I can't even accept you if you're not going live. TikTok doesn't allow me to even accept you. Um, there is a criteria, and I honestly I haven't pulled this lever yet, and I probably will. There is a criteria for me to check how many hours you've gone live. I haven't set that as part of my requirements. I think I probably will in the future, because again, what is becoming something that is um, problematic, and now TikTok just changed the rules as of March 1st, is that people on my roster are a lot of people who have not been going live. So I need people now to go live on a more consistent basis for it to even be something that makes sense for the agency, because it then impacts my numbers. And so I got to make sure I stay in compliance. I got to make sure everything is going smoothly. And so I need people who are going to be committing to going live. So that is important for me to at least have the right people I'm bringing on. So I'm being a little bit more selective. I know TikTok has been nice lately with pushing people in my room, but it is a lot of people who are still learning and growing and wanting more guidance in how to go live. And the agency needs people who are going to be now ready to go live and consistently going live. So that's what I tell people. Make sure you've done those early lives. Make sure you have a plan of action to go live. Try to go live at least definitely for that first 3 lives to make sure you unlock everything, and then probably try to do a few more lives before you join the agency so you can kind of get some of that early stuff out of the way. Okay, so that's what I would tell you. I need to figure out the best time so I can be consistent. My topic is all about parenting. Ooh, I mean, you might be an early evening. Otherwise, it could be early morning, depending on what your schedule is. So you figure there's parents all the time that are on the app, and then you figure midday. There's people who come in midday too. So just depends on how your, what type of parents you're talking to, what age group, um, what some of the concerns they have, because it could be, you're reaching stay-at-home parenting folks and stuff too. Um, so agency. So TikTok has this creator network agency to help creators go live. Over the last year, they had a total of 8 million people go live on the platform. TikTok has 65% of the market share. So other platforms don't even have 10%. TikTok is cornering the market here when it comes to going live. So they want it to grow, and they want creators that are ready to go live and be consistent and have fun, engaging, interesting live streams for their audience. So that's the other thing. You got to make sure you're thinking about your live stream from an audience perspective too. Your lights, your sound, your background, your internet connectivity makes sense, and are things you're gonna have to prioritize, as well as what you're talking about. Okay, so all of that you're gonna have to work through, and we talk about it. We give different strategies and tips. I tell you guys, go visit lives that are doing what you want to do, what you're talking about. See what they're saying. See how they're addressing it with their community. All of that will help with helping you understand like some of the things you want to do for your life. You don't have to have that done at day one, but it's something you want to be considering and cognizant of as you're looking to grow your live stream. Okay. Well, shucks, then I'm 61. I wouldn't have no idea what to go live with. Enjoy watching y'all. Um, there's plenty of people in my agency that are over 60. And depending on what your expertise, your knowledge base, your skill set, your gifts, talents that you have, yeah, you can go live. We have knitters, we have crocheters, we have people who do tiny stiletto decorating tiny Barbie shoes. We have plant people, we have fitness people, we have cooks. Um, yeah, you said I'm 55. L, what are you about to turn? Because I think L is one of your contemporaries, friend. So, yeah, there's plenty of people in this agency, and we have. You said 55. Okay, close. Oh, okay, L. Okay, 55. All right, and so just know, Felicia, how you doing? I'm only available after 9 to 1 to 3, and after. Okay, yeah, any of those times should work. It depends on who you're talking to, and think about this, Diamond. People are all over the world. People are in different time zones here in the US. So your time might work for someone who is either waking up in the morning or going to bed. You know what I'm saying? So it really just depends on who you're talking to. Um, so yeah, we have artists, we have all types of people here. So I don't want you guys to think that your topic isn't covered. Can you go live just every now and then, like a hike on a beach or on a beach? Travis, absolutely. You don't need an agency, but yes, you can. That's true. Yeah, yeah. You don't need an agency because agencies are gonna have requirements for you, friend. They're gonna have some questions for you. You're gonna have to show up a little bit more consistently than once on the beach and once hiking. So you wouldn't need an agency. Hey, Tina Body, how you doing, friend? Thank you for that daily heart, me. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You know, you just want to be able to show up and be consistent. One person, well, if you're focusing on lead, you will have to be daily. Yes, love, Lisa, love. Yes, that's the next phase. Now, my beginners aren't ready for that, but yes, they should, and you get people who are getting there. They did start there, and you got people who are like, I need to make sure I keep my C too. I need to make sure I get up to B. You know, so I have those people too, but not everybody. They're not there yet. Help, I cannot find the apply page for the agency. Okay, let me show you, friend. Okay, I'm gonna put hello. This is actually the apply page. So the agency is on this page. The agency link is on this page. Okay, that's the account you need to go to. That's where the agency link is. If you DM me, if you message me, I pinned this just now, but I'm gonna set Service Plus message is here. Oh, wait a minute, my fingers are backwards. It's here. If you click here, Service Plus, I have to look down. If you click the Service Plus, you can message me, and I will send you my message in response. Okay, so I send a response message saying here's the agency page because I share the page with you, and then I give you a little blurb to say if you apply to this, make sure you've done your early lives and stuff. So if you message me, you'll get that. If you've done it already, then you already got my message. Um, Miss Amy, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. So keep that in mind. Let's see. So thank you so much. Or you'll start losing frags. Yeah, yeah. So let's see. Okay. Are you discussing about your agency? I am, Felicia. How you doing? Welcome. I've given up on that. You have given up on the leagues. Kim, you said I'm done. You threw in the towel, Kim. He's like, I can't no more. I want to go live, but I have nothing to say daily. Oh, um you'll come up with some conversations. What do you travel? What do you talk about when you walk on the beach when you're hiking? Talk about hiking. Talk about beaches. Yeah, so you'll figure it out. There's an audience. Here's what I told Flourish. Flourish Plants Care. She just hit 10,000 followers. She did it primarily from her lives. What I told her is that it is, people talk about all the time, oh, you got to go to grow rooms, you got to go to these other places to get your to find your people. I said she did it organically. People came to her live, and those are people who are interested in plants. So theoretically, you got to say there's over 10,000 people on this app that's interested in plants, and more to come, house plants in particular. And so when you get to going live and building your community, you're going to build people who are interested in your topic. People are going to come to you. There's some things you're going to have to do to kind of get there, but at the end of the day, you'll find your people. All right? There's somebody for everybody on this app. I'm on desktop. Does that matter? Yes, it probably does matter. If you're on the computer trying to get to the page. Yeah, I think so. I'm not as familiar with the um, viewer perspective on the laptop or the computer, so I'm not quite sure certain. Yes, I am. Yes, amen. I've been here since 2020 and just physically went live in October. Look at you, friend. Oh, wow. Okay, understood. Yep. Okay, thought so. I will find you. Okay, okay, not a problem. Is there a time limit for staying on live? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour. Single mom coach. And Kimmy said, how often does Flourish go live? She goes live daily now. She was not a daily person. You say you like my light, Tina? Tina, it's in my showcase. It's in my showcase. If you're interested, all it is a little. I'll show you, friend. Tina's in the agency. Let me show her real quick. It's here. You see this little light, and it's just reflecting on my little sign here. Oh, sorry, y'all. And then, so it's called the sunset lamp. That's what it looks like. You see it? Looks like this little small tabletop lamp. That's it. And so people are using that. So you said I'm interested. Okay. I'm gonna get showcase. Yeah, I like it. It's added a nice little effect to the room. I don't gatekeep y'all. I tell you everything I'm doing. I want you guys to do what makes sense for you. Tina, you know what, Tina? Message me too. Do you, we had a long conversation about link in bio. Do you have a link in your bio? Let me know if you do, friend. Um, so back to the agency. So, um, good afternoon. Thank you so much, Lisa. We got another Lisa in the room. Yay. I am one of her friends, one of her 10,000. Look at you, friend. So Travis, you've heard Flourish talk then. You heard her. She's doing her thing. You can talk about plans too. Hey ET, how are you, friend? How many followers do you need for a link in the bio? Um, well, I had to have a clickable link in your bio. You need 1,000. What I'm telling people is if you are going live, you may want to revisit having a link in the bio. I'm saying it's suppressing your views. I'm saying you want to be careful about doing that if you're going live. I don't know what it does from the content side, but from the live stream side, we're definitely seeing an impact from it. Yeah. Um, no, no, not the agency link, any link, like your webpage, your beacon, your sand, any link. That's what I was saying. I do have a link, really. Yeah. I'm now at a point where I'm comfortable with saying it. I took mine out about 6 weeks ago. So I'll say it's all of February was gone. I've seen an uptick in my numbers. You know, for the most part, TikTok is acting as if it wants to be nice to me. Well, no link for me. So I need to remove it. Yeah. And I'm telling people as a workaround, use Service Plus. That's what they're promoting anyway. If you want people to get in DM you, get to your information. So you'll hear me talk about the agency because this is not the agency's page officially. This is my personal account. The agency page is that other account in which my point of contact is like, just go on the agency page. You can drop the link because the agencies, we actually can add a link in our live stream for people to join the agency. That is a feature we have. And many of my people who joined early did have that ability to click my link and do it that way. I probably will start going on the agency page. I'm probably gonna pick that up maybe towards the end of the month once I do my vacation, and then I'll go over there and start going live. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably pick a time where I'm only doing agency recruiting conversations, and I'll have the link over there. But we'll see how that works. I followed the agency page. You did, friend. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. I am going to set up my Service Plus. Yeah. They are cracking down on links that push traffic out the site. Yep, that's it. That's why they restricted the one in bio. Yep. I mean that's it. That's essentially it. Thank you for all the tips. I would like to join the agency, but I guess I need to start going live. Yes, Maisha. You need to start going live, friend. Okay, here's what I will tell you. I watched your live for 100 minutes. Thank you so much, friend. Um, you said retire. It worked when I copied the link. Application to agency. Okay, you just applied. I'm gonna tell you if I got it. Let me tell you if I got it, Tina. I have Service Plus but never used it. I need to revise it. Yep, try that. Revise your Service Plus. Try using it. Take your link out your bio and try that throughout the month of March and see what happens. See if you see an uptick. We're going to talk about some other stuff too to kind of get you a little bit more engagement and activated. But but that's the first step. I think that really is the first step, and it is a necessary step. Okay, so thank you so much. Hey, Dr. J, and retired teacher, I got it, and I am accepting you into the agency. So let me explain. I need to retired teachers stay with me, friend. Let me explain to other people about the agency and what the process will look like. Um, so yay, good because it's been very low, much lower than what it used to be. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna. So Tina, when are you able to come to my 4 o'clock, or when are you going live again? I'm happy, and if you want to meet, let me know if you want to meet too, because we can go over analytics and just talk through it. But what I've been telling people is, I would say link in bio is part of it. I will say make sure you have the app updates, so you've updated the TikTok app more recently than not. Make sure you've got the latest. I need to check to see if there's one for today, but definitely there was one last Tuesday. Um, Make sure you've done that. I've actually been told people to uninstall and reinstall the app. So I've done it a couple times. Some other people have done it. I think that is also something to be considered. Um, and I can come to the fore, but I'm, but I like a meet. Okay, it's been a minute. It has, Tina. You know how to get to schedule meetings now? It's in school. SKOOL. If you go to the school, you can put in to schedule a meeting. Do it soon because I think I'm blocked for meetings for 2 weeks because I'm traveling. So March, the middle of March, I won't have meetings at all. So I think the next day is like Tuesdays. This past Tuesday, I was really booked. Okay, I'll go there. Yep. And just go into the classroom and book one-on-ones. So really quickly, my friends who are here, I do one-on-ones with my creators. We do performance reviews. He said, I want to join. He said, I want to join. I do one-on-ones so we can talk about your live stream. We look at your analytics and your performance in terms of data-driven perspective of how your live is doing. I also will, I do weekly meetings on Sundays at 6:30 Eastern on Zoom, where we go over there and we talk about live streaming. I give tips, strategies. I've been talking about this whole live streaming piece and things I've been noticing because many people have come to my live and they've seen my numbers go up. You know, it goes up and down, which is fine. But they've seen the growth that's happened and they've seen how TikTok has been responding. So for them, they're like, okay, what are you doing, Doc? And I'm saying it. And then Flora, she came to my live yesterday. She said what she's doing, and a lot of the stuff she said to do, I've done it too, because we spend a long time confusing the algorithm, and because I come live daily, twice a day, I was like, okay, I need to clean up my act. I need to do things a little differently, and I took her advice, and I've been practicing it. And I will say the two things that were um, very specific was uninstalling, reinstalling the app. I will say that. I know that feels a little uncomfortable, maybe nuclear for some people. Like I took like the nuclear option to do it. That's not what I did, but ultimately, I think it did help. I think also because I wasn't getting all the features, and that was something my point of contact said to do if I wasn't seeing things happen for my live stream. Um, if I wasn't seeing some of the latest feature, I still don't have the three gifting. It seemed like it wanted to come one day after I had done the uninstall reinstall, and it just never came on. So I'm not sure what happened there. But um, but I also took my look at my bio. Those are the two things that I would say I kind of paid attention to more so as maybe something that has helped. I've been very disciplined about how I start my live. I send out my live event. I add my live event to my story and a message about going live. I've been saying the things early in my live stream that is my keywords for my live stream. I did that warm up exercise where we get the room energized by doing 10K likes in 10K minutes. I mean, 10 minutes. 10K likes, 10,000 likes in 10 minutes. You know, the likes are over here. I've done that. And so those are the things that I will say has helped people come in, they share out the live, they're energized, they're talking, and TikTok is pushing people in the room. So that's kind of my checklist of things I've done. I probably will write that out, but I if you're not doing that and you're not doing it religiously almost, I don't know if you would see a difference. And if you're not showing up daily, it may take longer to see a difference. But I think those are the things that you would have to do to activate it and disrupt whatever's happened to your stream. Okay. So you said hello. I started following you today from Flores. Did you really? Flighty Fatty. That's Plant Fatty. That's cute. That's a super cute name. Yeah. So Flores celebrated 10,000 followers today. So I popped in and congratulated her, and yeah. So now you see Plant Fatty. I didn't have my makeup on yet. I didn't have no filter, no makeup, no nothing. Hey Lisa, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Um, he said that is awesome. Yeah. Um, so with that agency is an agency of supporters. So I have a school platform. You can go there. You can schedule one-on-ones. There's some information to help you with your live stream. There's also a community. You can connect with other people, send messages to collaborate if you want to, or share information with the community. You seem still beautiful. Thank you so much, friend. And then you also have we also do group chat on TikTok. So we do ability for you to share out your live and, hey, Charlene, share out your live as well as your content if you want to share posts. It gets a little busy in there, so people sharing stuff all the time. So I would say it's great. School is another place you can go. People coming back and forth between the two places, but it's totally up to you in terms of how you want to engage. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. daily, Eastern. I'm in Florida, and then also thank you all direct messages. I see you guys, and then also yeah, I said the one-on-ones. I said the Zoom meeting on Sundays. That's it. That's the main thing. That's all. We do a data-driven approach. Our community is amazing. That's the main thing. Community is amazing because people here, we understand how to be a live host. We understand what does it mean to share the live, like the live, grab the daily heartbeat, comment, communicate in the chat. All of that matters to your stream. So I teach people how to be a good viewer as you become a great live host, because then you can educate your community on how to be a great viewer, and then ultimately you know what it means to be a live host as you're coming into agency, and you can support accordingly. And you need to be also a supporter. So you can't expect everybody to come to your live and you ain't going to other folks' lives. So think about how do you do that reciprocity as well. I'm just building this account. Teresa, how you doing, friend? Teresa Modern Chef, how are you, friend? Did you change your name? I think you did. Should I friend people back who follow me? Should you friend people back who follow you? You could. You want to. There at some point you're going to have to make a decision on how many people you're following. So your following number. The max you can do is 10,000. I actually say try not to get that number too high. You may, as you're building your community, especially in the beginning, you're like trying to get your numbers up and all this other stuff. You may have to unfollow some people along the way. Bring that number back down so that it does not confuse your algorithm. I had a whole live, and I actually even posted about this too, because your following is also important, and you do need people who are on par for you. There are people who are within your niche, or people who you want to follow because you want to engage in their content. When you confuse the algorithm too much with all the different things you're following and looking at, the algorithm's like, what you trying to do here? So it isn't expecting then. No, it's not necessarily expected. No. I mean, I think people feel a certain way about it, but as you grow, you'll get to the point where you just can't follow everybody. You just physically can't, because the system won't allow you. So right now, I've purged some people. My number's lower intentionally because what I've been trying to do is follow people in my agency primarily, so I can make sure I'm supporting them on this account, because this account is a bit confused. TikTok's like, I don't know what you're doing, girl, but I know it's because of the agency, which is another reason why I'm trying to push maybe a little bit more recruiting towards the agency page. Is changing my screen name okay? Yeah, you can do that. And it's funny you say that too, because I'm actually looking at changing my name, the launch your income part. I think I'm going to change that a little bit. I'm trying to decide on it. But yeah, you can change your username and your name we see here. The name we see here you can change every 7 days. Your username you can change every 30 days. Yeah, so you have 30 days. You can change it every 30 days. So yeah. All right, my dear friends. If you are interested in the agency, go ahead and message me here. I'll send you a message directly. But do you lose anything? No. Just people who might have known you from the other name. You said I am. You said corporate nurse with 2 masters and working on a doctorate, but I still need to work. Yeah. Instead of going live, Karen, are you asking about going live? I'm still got to go live. Okay, first. Yeah, definitely go live first. Get your bearings. Get ready. Be patient. Be okay with it. After retirement for. Okay. So you're thinking about after retirement for it. I'm confused. What are you asking? But I still need to work after retirement. So you're looking at maybe doing something like this for retirement. But what I have to offer in this kind of environment, You can talk to nursing students. You can talk to, um, there's, so the reason why I said nursing students, I had someone, she came in today, favorite, are you still here? I think she's gone. She came in today. I missed her. I didn't get a chance to chat with her. Um, she started off as she's a respiratory therapist, and she started her live journey talking to respiratory therapy students, helping them with comprehensive exams and studying guides and resources, and that was her area. So that's why I say that. That is awesome. I do a lot of mentorship, and I've also been a professor. There you go. Oh, yeah. If you choose to, you don't have to stay in your profession. You got a hobby or interest, you can bring that to this space. But yeah, Karen, you can do that. But it's all very new. Yeah. Um, it's a while since I started my current series. I've had people, if I go live and when I've your current series. Oh, you've had more people come to your content side. All right. All right, my dear people, I am going to get off. I was trying to get off a little earlier. I think y'all took me to 2 hours. Let me see. Let me see. It's been 2 hours and 9 minutes. Oh, gosh. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. I go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern, so I'll be back. I'll be back in a few hours at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we can reconnect then. If you let me pin it one more time, see if it's pinnable. It's not pinnable. So if you message me in the area here, thank you so much for the money, God friend. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. If you message me in the Service Plus symbol here, I will send you the agency. Just say agency information. I'll send it to you if you're interested in getting that as of now. Okay? So just let me know you're interested in the agency stuff. And then I will be back at 4. We'll talk a little bit more. Like I said, I've been kind of hesitant talking about the agency because I know beginners are coming in, but I'm happy to talk about it and answer questions if you guys are ready. And then I'll pin this one more time before I leave. And then let me change out my board back to my other board. And I'll talk about beginner tips when I come back. All right. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the watching, the shares, the likes, the comments, the stickers, and all the gifts. I say all the time when I end, remember, practice makes progress. Does not make perfection. You'll get better. Just be patient and be dedicated to what you're doing. All right? All right, friends. Appreciate you all. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, claim your points. If you got any points to claim for your daily heartening, claim those points. Thank you, everybody on the YT. Bye-bye.